Hey guys, welcome to my new review series where I review books, I don't know about books really, but video games, movies, comic books, all that stuff. So this is my first review. We're going to be reviewing, arguably, now some people disagree, some people agree. This isn't my opinion, this is what a lot of people say. The worst Star Wars movie ever. Well, some people say that. I don't think it's the worst Star Wars movie, but I think it's kind of disrespect to the originals, which is The Last Jedi. Now, I definitely don't think it's the worst movie ever. The worst Star Wars movie ever. I don't think that. I think it's better than Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. And visually speaking, this is actually the best visual Star Wars movie you'll ever see. Also, I liked it better than Rogue One, but unpopular opinion, I actually like Solo better. I actually have it. Here, I'll get the modern Star Wars. Here, I'll get. So, I got Force Awakens, which is my favorite modern Star Wars film, which I could. Then we got Solo's second favorite modern Star Wars film, and this is third, Rogue One's fourth. But so, let's get into it. So actually, this takes place literally minutes after the events of this movie. And it explains nothing because the Resistance are fallen, even though at the end of The Force Awakens they were good again, and they had a lot of people, and it doesn't explain how, the First Order got back, if you know what I'm talking about, how they arrived and destroyed the Resistance, because, remember, this takes place literally minutes after the events of The Force Awakens, and remember, in The Force Awakens, Starkiller Base was destroyed, so how did they get out? It's never explained. And, also, let's see. So, first, the Resistance has to go into space to fight the First Order. And there's this one scene with this Asian girl, not Rose, someone else, where she's in the bomb ship and all the bombs are about to go off, and she I don't know what to say, she prevents it. Then there's a scene. Alright. So they're all fighting, pew 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 pew. Then this one scene, Kylo Ren bombs Leia's ship, and she should be dead, right? I mean, shows her going out to space. Even if the bomb didn't hit her, the space vacuum should have killed her. Nope. She somehow uses the Force and gets back in. Which I mean. I'm actually surprised Leia didn't die in this movie, considering Carrie Fisher died, by the way. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. Leia was a great character in the Star Wars universe. And yeah, so let's done talking about that part. Let's move on to the part where Rey hands Luke his lightsaber. So Luke takes it, then he just chucks it. What the hell? Do you think... If this wasn't directed by Rian Johnson, which, it seems like he knows nothing about Star Wars. Rian Johnson, he doesn't know much about Star Wars. If George Lucas directed this movie, do you think Luke would actually do that? Do you think the old Luke would do something like that? No, he wouldn't. Then he just goes away from Rey. Then that's it. Rian Johnson, you completely ruined Star Wars. Well, not Star Wars, but Luke. This is a disrespect to the original. It could have been a great movie, but sadly it wasn't. Let's just hope Episode 9 is better, and let's see what happens, because you shouldn't have. Someone else should have directed this movie. Anyone but Rian Johnson. Well, not anyone, but some, even J.J. Abrams, he could have directed this. But yeah, so then Rey wants to be trained. Then Luke does it, but here's a funny scene. So she thinks she's using the Force, but Luke's actually like using a stick or something to tickle her. Then like I forgot what happens, but yeah. And alright, then somehow she just knows how to use the Force, you know. There's no backstory between these characters. Rey does not have a good backstory. And we don't know anything about her parents. Apparently they're nobodies. So that's never explained. They're just treating her... They're saying that she's a special character. Not because she's an actual good character, but because she's a female. They're treating her that she's a good character just because she's a female. You know, good characters shouldn't be based off gender or race. Good characters should be based off if they have a good backstory, if they have good development. Well, Rey doesn't have a good backstory, or she doesn't have good development either. Now, I like Finn. He's a good character. I like him. Also, Poe. I didn't really like... Rose was one of the worst. Same with... I believe her name was Holdo. Let's talk about that. Holdo was the one with purple hair, purple curly hair. And she wanted to... She made Poe Dameron look like an idiot. And, like, you know, same with Leia. Like, how did Leia team up with her? They ruined this. This could have been a great movie, guys. It really could have been one of the best Star Wars movies ever. But nope, they ruined it. Good job, Rian Johnson. Even Mark Hamill really doesn't like this movie. And I couldn't blame him. If I was like, let's say, if I played a famous character from a movie became famous and everyone liked the characters, let's say that, then 40 years later I come back and they change the character, ruin the character, I probably wouldn't like that movie either. Now, granted, he was probably forced at first to say that he was forced probably to say he liked it by Disney, because you know Disney always pays off those critics. They pay off critics a lot. But yeah, so... And Rey, then there's this one scene with a bunch of mirrors. But there was actually this one cool... Alright, what else do I got? I'm going to talk about the cool thing I was talking about. But first off, there's this thing where Luke is like, why is Rey flying the Millennium Falcon? Shouldn't Han Solo be flying it? Then Luke asks, where's Han? Then it cuts to another scene. I would love to see Luke's reaction to Han Solo being gone, but nope, they cut it out. Actually heard it was a deleted scene. But the cool thing in this movie was telepathic talk between like Rey and Kylo. And there's this, and one of the scenes became a really popular meme with shirtless Kylo. So you also create a big meme. Same with this isn't the only meme Disney created. They also created the Incredibles 2 one where Violet sneezes out her nose. But so what else do I gotta say? So then let's move on to where Finn wants to leave the Resistance, and I kind of don't blame him. Like, they're getting under attack. Then he sees Rose, and Rose, like, I think knocks him out or something and arrests him. Another bad character, Rose. Oh my god, Rose. Then for some reason they go to a casino planet, and it's like about, you know, animal sick cruelty or something. But let me talk to you something. What does animal cruelty have to do with Star Wars? I mean, I know it's a bad thing, I get it. Animal cruelty or something, I get it's a bad thing. But why would you, what's it have to do with Star Wars? Shouldn't it be alien cruelty and not animal? I mean, they kind of are alien animals if you think about it. Then they're in the casino and stuff, then they get arrested, then this one guy, I forgot his name, breaks them out, then they steal a ship, they leave. Then the guy betrays them, because he's actually he's part of the First Order, I believe. So yeah, then they're in the ships. Then they get to the Star Destroyer. And it doesn't. Then another scene where Rey gets a Star Destroyer doesn't explain how she got there, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't like show her aboard the Millennium Falcon leaving Luke and stuff. No, she just gets there randomly. Then, oh, Kylo Ren. Everyone thought he was gonna turn good, but no, he didn't. And Snoke. Oh my God, Snoke! The potential he had. And he was just ruined. They barely talked about Snoke's backstory, who he really is. So, I'm hoping, make Snoke a Star Wars story. Because he had such the potential to be a great character. In The Force Awakens, I was like, dude, this guy's gonna be a great character. Last Jedi, oh, he's ruined. Could have been one of the greatest Star Wars characters ever. And Kylo Ren, so let's move on. So the reason why Kylo Ren is evil is because apparently Luke tried to kill him during the middle of the night because he had a sense about him. First off, how do we not know if Kylo Ren's lying, huh? Because we heard different stories from Luke and Kylo. So how do we not know who's lying? We don't. Well, if Kylo Ren is lying, well, if he did, well, that never actually happened. But yeah. So I want to see what happens between episode 6 and 7. Maybe Rian Johnson will make that his trilogy, but again, he'll probably ruin it. Probably be like, yeah, I'll probably ruin it. So I don't know if that's gonna be his trilogy or not. I mean, Rian Johnson could make good Star Wars movies. Like, if he makes a trilogy, maybe it can be based off, a different Star Wars timeline. Like, maybe it's not going to be episode 10, 11, and 12. Could be the Old Republic. I'd love to see an Old Republic trilogy. But yeah. So, 2017, they had a bad Star Wars game. Well, it wasn't really that bad in my opinion. It was just had a lot of controversy, which was Battlefront 2, which EA can lose the Star Wars license. I want them to. They keep canceling these games. But hopefully Respawn Entertainment makes their good Star Wars game, because I actually trust Respawn. They haven't really made a bad game. Apex Legends, I haven't played it, but it doesn't actually look that bad, especially for a Battle Royale game. But, so then, Luke, they're in the throne room, Rey and Kylo Ren. Then Snoke gets like cut in half and stuff by Kylo using the Force or something. Then there cuts to another scene where Finn, Rose, BB-8 are fighting Captain Phasma. Then Captain Phasma dies. Another character that could have potentially had a good backstory. See, they're ruining these characters. Then they go in the Resistance ship, and the Holdo lady with the purple hair. It's like we're supposed to feel bad for her because she sacrificed herself. She like zoomed through the First Order ship. First of all, so now from every Star Wars movie, I'm gonna be like, there's not gonna be a point of having space battles, because why won't you just do what she did, hyperspace? So then then there's a scene, which is an Empire Strikes Back Hoth ripoff. Well, I don't know if exactly, but it's called Crate, the planet. It's kind of it's really like Hoth. And, basically, like, then the First Order comes, and there's a bunch of, like, creatures. They look like crystal wolves, basically. And then, here's the real thing. So, Finn is about to die, then Rose, I think, saves him. Then Rose actually gets killed. Well, not killed, but she crashes her ship. Then there's this one of the worst Star Wars moments ever. They kiss, because love is what, I forgot exactly what it was. Love is the Force, I don't remember, but it was something like that. Then there's a scene where Luke faces off Kylo Ren. And remember, in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, Luke tries to confront Vader. Now, in this movie, he just wants to kill Kylo Ren, which, I mean, I hate Kylo Ren too, but he could have confronted him, you know? I hope Kylo Ren's killed off. He's a bad character. He also had potential. But yeah, then Luke dies. Well, it's not really him. Like, he has a hologram or something. He projected himself, but then he actually dies. Wow, good movie, Rian Johnson. Good job. Good job, Rian Johnson. Really good job. Now, I actually preferred this because it was actually, it was an alright movie, I think. And there was a backstory, origin story. I mean, yeah, it was kind of like stupid the way Han Solo got his name, but I thought it was actually a pretty good movie, to be honest. Last Jedi, 6.5 out of 10. I mean, it's not the worst Star Wars movie ever, but it's not even close to the best. I rank it above Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Rogue One. Probably, yeah. I'm not saying Rogue One was bad either. That was actually a pretty decent movie. I don't know what to rank. If I should rank Rogue One or Last Jedi. I mean, Rogue One didn't nearly ruin Star Wars, so I don't know. But this was actually a pretty good movie. Force Awakens, even though rip Han Solo. But thanks for watching. You'll see more reviews soon.